Did you know there was a day when 55 American soldiers woke up surrounded, outnumbered, and trapped, and had to fight their way through hell to survive? This isn't a movie. This isn't a legend. This is the Battle of Wanat, July 13, 2008. One of the most brutal U.S. Army engagements in Afghanistan that few remember. A small, half-built outpost, deep in the mountains of Nuristan province. Sandbags instead of walls, wooden guard towers, no hardened defenses. Veteran soldiers called it exposed to death, and they were right. Around the base, steep mountains, villages full of enemy fighters, and ridges perfect for ambush. At dawn, 55 men faced over 200 Taliban fighters. At 4:20 a.m., the first shots cracked. Then, the mountains erupted. RPGs flew from ridgelines. Machine guns fired from rooftops. Mortars slammed into the base. The base shook with every impact. Ammo detonated. Towers collapsed. The soldiers were surrounded, outnumbered nearly 4-1. The men split into survival teams, communicating through smoke and chaos. Lieutenant Jonathan Braunstrom moved under fire, directing men while bullets tore the ground around him. Other soldiers ran repeatedly across open ground, bringing ammo to pin down teams. Snipers had full view. They ran anyway. Every step could be your last. Every position lost meant death. By mid-morning, Taliban fighters breached the wire. This became close-quarters combat. Smoke, blood, and fire everywhere. Soldiers fought building to building, room to room, sometimes hand to hand. They were exhausted, outnumbered, but not broken. Defensive rings formed around the wounded. Counterattacks pushed enemy fighters back. They were holding, not because they could win, but because if they fell, all would die. Air support and turning the tide. After nearly 5 hours, helicopters screamed over the mountains. Bombs struck enemy positions on ridges. Slowly, the attackers melted back into the villages and hills. The surviving Americans held their ground. 9 American soldiers lost their lives. Many more were wounded. The base did not fall. Analysts later said if Wanat collapsed, the surrounding villages and outposts could have been overrun, triggering a chain reaction across Nuristan. The heroes weren't individuals, they were all of them. No banners, no parades, just men who refused to leave each other behind. This was a story of raw courage, impossible odds, and survival. This was Wanat, not a movie, not a legend. This was Afghanistan, where every sunrise could be your last. Decode the dark. Real war, real heroes, real cost.